Good morning, you lovely lot. Welcome to a brand new week on Crafters TV. If you are relatively new, you might not know who I am because it feels like forever since I've been here. But my name's Craig. I'm here with you all day today. But you know what? Let's dive straight in because I've got my buddy here, partner in crime, Michelle, is back together again. Are you ready for today?
I am.
Are you ready for today?
We've already been giggling a lot, so yes, we're all in for a fun day.
We really, really have. It is, of course, you know, being the Monday, therefore we've got Wake Up Call, where we're going to be showcasing what we've got throughout the day. I say that lightly because so many of you have already been shopping on the website. Poor Michelle is going to have to adapt some of her demonstrations for later on in the day. However, we've still got our 3 shows for you. We are, of course, watching Wake Up Call, where we showcase what we've got throughout the day. We're going to go into a masterclass, and then we're going to go into a Monday Makers. So therefore, Michelle, when it comes to the masterclass, what we're going to be looking at?
Stuff.
Put it there, that was good. I like that. I like that one. That was good.
I have got a little sneaky peek of a couple of things that we've got coming up through the day. So it was sort of box making. And again, some of the stuff have sold out. So we're going to, obviously, I'm going to adapt some of the stuff that we're doing, but we do still have these. So these are our Concertina border dies. Now you're going to be using these for all sorts. They are just a beautiful way to frame anything that you are creating. So bringing this one in, look at this one.
Wow.
How amazing is that? What a wedding card to gift to someone. Yeah, absolutely. But we've got lots of other box making stuff. We've got the Ultimate Pro. We're going to go through that. We're going to make an envelope because I know that that's the one thing that I get asked more than anything. How do I make an envelope? How do I make an envelope box? So we're going to go through that with you. I've also got these. We've got these on later. So these are those. These have been hugely popular. These beautiful floral panel dies. This is the foxglove, and in these you get the 2. You get the one that's got more foliage, and then you get the one that's more of the flower. So we have the foxglove left, and we have the rose left. So that's literally all we've got for you. But how amazing does that look? Really elevates your cards. So yeah, we've got classics for you. We've got some lovely stamps with our classics that we're gonna be colouring in. I'm gonna go into a colouring coma. Craig's gonna take over for me.
That's me being told.
Yes,
that's me being told.
Yeah, so lots of fabulous goodies for you today, definitely. We've got some bargains on today.
Galore.
Bargains galore. So definitely stay tuned for all of the shows. For
sure, yeah, because what you'll be able to find as well, if you are relatively new to us, of course, when it comes to the products that we're showing you, they are time limited. But what you're going to be able to do is, you had an incredible weekend over the weekend with Lily, with lots of different ideas and demonstrations. Yeah. So you'll be able to either take what you've seen from Michelle over the weekend or go back in between shows and then start to cherry pick techniques, you know, maybe, you know, a couple from over the weekend, and then tie them in with what you're doing today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I had a craft along, and it was that wonderful box that opened. I've seen some of you post yours that you've made, which is always lovely to see. But sort of going over those, I do it so you get the sizes of the particular box that I'm doing really embedded in your memory, and then you can go on and you can adapt that and create something different. You can absolutely be bringing these Concertina border dies into those. Your classics, you can use your classics with anything and everything. We use the shimmer sprays. You don't have to use your shimmer sprays. We've got some ink pads on today. You can be doing that watercolouring effect with those ink pads. So you definitely can. Anything that you see, adapt to all the new goodies that you're going to be buying today, or what you've got in your stash.
For sure, absolutely, for sure. And I have to say, because I didn't see any of the shows over the weekend, but I did see the social post that went up with the picture of your craft along. I am so intrigued to actually see how you get that movement from that box, because I don't know. Even I was just looking at the actual picture that went out on social, so I'm going to have a look at the one that you've done throughout today just to see exactly how it's done.
Very simple.
Is it very simple?
Yeah, very simple. Yeah, I think Charlotte nicked off with it last night. So I think Charlotte nicked off with it. She borrowed it. My box. Charlotte took my box. Yeah,
she did.
So she did. She nicked off with it. She stole it. I think I'm the only one who knows what nicked off with it means.
No, I know what you meant.
Good.
I know what you meant. Yeah, but just pinched it. She just pinched it. She nicked it. She nicked it. But yeah, we're going to be able to go back and have a look at that. Of course, on our YouTube channel, always go back if you want to and have a look in between shows. Don't do it when you're live. You want to watch us when we're live, you know, and then you can go back and fill in the time. But let's have a look at today, because on our website, we have got something really, really special as well. Do you fancy a £5 off? Well, you're going to be able to do that, where you're going to get £5 off. Now, all that you need to do is then, in the promo code, put SUMMER, SUMMER. Now, that £5 off, that means that is for all of this week. You have got your ability to use that whenever you like. It's one per use when it comes to you guys at home. So, summer, into the promo code, you're going to get £5 off. It is all this week, one use per customer. There's no actual minimum spend, which is a win-win. Now, the only thing that it does exclude is the gift card. So, if there is something that you're seeing today that Michelle's going to be using, or maybe there's just a few other things online as well that you want to have a look at and you want to take advantage of that £5 off. So if I say when you go into your basket, when you come to the checkout, in that promo code, what you do need to do is just go in SUMMER, so that is SUMMER, and then that is going to take off that £5, whether it's pounds, dollars or euros. As I say, it is running all this week, but it is one use per customer, and there is no minimum spend, and the only thing that excludes is gift cards that we do across on our website. So definitely take advantage of that. Maybe it is going to be pick of the day that we're going to show you just shortly. Maybe the panel dies. Maybe it's going to be the Ultimate Pro. Whatever it is, keep in mind that that is there for you to use whenever you want. And I'm going to keep reminding you not only throughout the show, but also throughout the day. Now, before we do get stuck in, let's say good morning. Rachel's on the social. So we've got Rachel for Wake Up Call. And then Susie T is going to be in the rest of the day. Mr. Ben McCarthy is in watching, saying good morning. Bet you it feels like forever since you've seen him.
It does. It does. I mean, I must admit, I FaceTime him about a dozen times a day. You'd think he'd get fed up of me, really, but he hasn't yet.
Not yet.
So, not yet. I'm sure I can test that theory, though. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
Well, good morning, Ben. Good morning to Granny Ann 40 is saying, hello from Houston, Texas. It's 4:58 a.m. It'll just be after 5 a.m. now. Charlotte Bruce is saying, good morning from a very hot Tennessee. I wish it was really hot here. It's been chucking it down with rain. It's like autumn time already. Diane Cadman is in, Daniel Pearce Holland saying good morning, Scotsman Craig and Caslas Michelle. Hope you are well today. Is that something else that I need to learn?
Yeah.
Caslas Michelle.
I'm a Caslas, yeah.
You're a Caslas?
Because I'm from Castleford, so we used to obviously shorten it to Cass.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, who said that?
So that was Daniel Pearce Holland.
Ah.
Saying morning, Scotsman Craig. I get why you say that. And Caslas Michelle.
Oh, I haven't been called that for a long time.
Caslas.
Ooh, that takes me back to the park on a night with a bottle of cider.
Park.
To the park.
Yeah, they all just said that in the gallery at the same time as me, the park. Oh, the memories, the memories. Lorraine's in saying good morning, everyone. Carletta Morse is saying hello, everyone, from Arkansas. Sarah Creation's saying good morning from Ohio. Rachel is saying they absolutely loved that craft along that Michelle had done over the weekend, saying so many pictures have been shared on social. So do make sure you go across and have a look for sure. And as I say, you can go along onto our YouTube channel and watch back. And I'm sure this is something I will be asked quite a lot. So thank you very much, Daniel Pearce Holland as well. The wrestling was epic. Absolutely epic. Thank you very much for asking. But we are here about our floral panel create a card dies. Now this is where you've got a two-piece collection, £17.50 or $23. You are going to be saving 10% on this one. If you're platinum, that means you're going to be paying £14 or $18.40. But you're going to take advantage of that £5 code as well, aren't you? So if you are wanting to go for that two-piece, we say two-piece because it is an actual fact, the outline die. You've also then got your panel die as well. So this is where they're going to cut in or cut out of your cardstock, so you've got that option. Within each pack, what you have got is two images that are going to complement each other. If you want to use them as a standalone, you can absolutely do that. However, if you want to then start to cherry pick and use one of these panels with one of the other ones, you can do that. If you want to create sort of like a triptych effect, or if you want to do 4s or 5s, you can absolutely do that. You're going to get that 2-piece there. These ones here, 4 dies in each pack. That's 8 in total that you're going to be getting. You can get your hands, get these for £17.50 or $23. That gives you that saving of 10%. But you've got that platinum price of £14 or $18.40, but you are going to take advantage, of course, of that £5 off summer in the promo code. So that one there, that is your floral panel creator card dies. How about a pick of the day? Do you want a pick of the day? Well, we've got a brand new one here for you. Let's have a look just as I go out of shot there. This is our brand new pick of the day. So we do a pick of the day that runs from Monday till Friday for 24 hours only, or while stocks last, and they do go live literally just before Wake Up Call starts each day. Over the weekend, we of course have a Weekend Wonder instead of a pick of the day. But this is your brand new one. This is your pigment ink pads. This is a 11-piece collection. Now you're going to get all of these for £38 or $58. You are going to be saving $27.89 or $40.89. If you're platinum, that's then going to come down to £30.40 or $46.40. And with it being a pick of the day, if you did not already know, you get double points as well. Please take advantage of that £5 off, of course, when it comes to the promo code, and you're going to get additional £5, $5 or €5 off. But the 11 colours that you are going to be getting is your Misty Morning. Now, all of these are our Harmony Opaque Pigment Ink Pad. So these stay open longer. You can then do your embossing powders on these if you want to. You can start to blend with them. But you've got then Baby Blue. You've also got Sail Brown. You've also got Lagoon. I love that deep teal colour. You're also then going to be getting your Oasis. You're also then going to be getting your Damson Wine. You're also going to get Pink Tulip. You're also then going to be getting your Bordeaux. You're also then going to be getting your Spa Blue. You're also going to be getting your Spring Meadow. And then you're also going to be getting Twilight Grey. So that's all 11 of these that you're going to be getting, £38 or $58. Now for me, I've done a little bit of maths. Now 7 of these ones, they would come to £41.93 or $62.93. So that's how much you would be for 7 of them, but you're getting 11 for less than that. So you're getting 11 of these, all 11 of these, the brand new pick of the day for 24 hours only, or while stocks last, and that is the best ever price that we've had 11 of these ones together. £38, $58. You're saving £27.89 or $40.89, but if you're platinum, that's going to come down to £30.40 or $46.40 with your double points. Or as you'll soon find out throughout the show and throughout the day, if you're brand new to us or you're new to Club Inspire, once you join, which is completely free, you're going to get 20% off your first order, which means if this is your first order after joining Club Inspire, you'll get it at that purple price as well, £30.40, $46.40. But please don't forget, in that promo code at checkout, put in SUMMER, SUMMER, and you're going to be able to take a £5 off that as well. It's running all week, but it's 1 use per customer, no minimum spend, and the only thing it excludes is your gift card. So that is your brand new pick of the day. So from our pick of the day, our pigment ink pads, we're then going to have a look at our Concertina 3D border dies. Now, this was a finished sample that Michelle was showing you right at the start of the show. I had the pleasure of launching these ones when they originally launched. And at first you might think within each set you've got 3 dies. What can I do with the 3 dies? The framework that enables you to get creative with is absolutely spectacular. So these are your Concertina 3D border dies. It is a 2-piece collection. You're going to get 6 dies in total, £25.48 or $25.40. You've got a saving of 25% on this one here, or a platinum price of £17.98 or $20.34, excuse me, on that one there. Of course, you are going to take advantage of that £5 off. And then that means that you're going to be getting the vines. Now, not only are you going to get the vines, which you could start to mix and match if you want to when it comes to the additional one that I'm away to show you, because you are going to get both of them. You've got that vine work as well. It gives you the score lines already included, and then you're going to be getting the lace too. So you can do your smaller boxes, shallower boxes, longer boxes, wider boxes if you want to, all because you've got 3 separate dies. Don't get confused with anything like this. I know Michelle will show you. It is all about the way that it's folded together. You don't need to do anything overly complicated. Maybe your stamps, images, maybe your photos from the family or holidays. This is a great die set for you to get creative with. £22.48 or $25.42, but you're saving 25%. If you are platinum, that's then going to come down to $17.98 or $20.34, and you're going to take a £5 off in that promo code on the checkout at crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, SUMMER, to take off that additional £5. Everything that we're going to be showing throughout Wake Up Call and what you're going to be seeing from throughout the day. Not only that, everything else that we're not going to be able to have the chance to have a look at is across on our website, same address, .co.uk.com or .eu. It's all on Shop the Day. That's where you need to go, but also have a little look as well while you're there. And a little additional sections there, maybe last chance clearance sections there for you to have a look at. Any of our recent new launches that are there that you can still take advantage of, stock dependent as well. All there. But please as well, cross on Facebook or YouTube, get interactive with Rachel, myself and Michelle. We want to know how you are today, what you're up to, what your plans are, and if you're crafting along with Michelle in the project she's going to be doing today. Talking about Michelle, what we're going to be looking at.
We're going to look at stuff.
Stuff.
Specific stuff this time. So I've picked, obviously it's the 3D Concertina border set, and I have picked the vines. It is just very pretty. In fact, I think that is very much the sample that I just showed you when I was sat on the sofa. So you can see that was quite a big one that I showed you. So I'm going to show you how you can adapt it to a smaller card if you want to.
Okay.
And the good thing is, in these you do get some instructions. So you get instructions for a 5x7 card, a 6x6 and a 7x7, and even a 6x4 on the back. So you've got all those instructions there. But again, once you've made one, it's going to become very easy and very obvious how to adapt it to bigger or smaller projects, depending on what it is that you are making.
Okay.
So you can see I've got the corner one, and I've got this, the side one, the border one, that's a 2-inch wide one. And then this is, that's 3 inches. So again, combining all of these together is going to allow you to make all those different sizes that you are going to want to be making.
Perfect.
So I'm going to bring in my MIDI.
Okay. Because
obviously these are going to fit through it perfectly. It just seems a shame to, well, it doesn't seem a shame to use my big machine because I love using it. But I'm thinking, while I've got my MIDI here right next to me...
It's handy, isn't it?
...and these fit through, then it just seems daft not to use it. It's the simplicity without the electricity.
That's a good tagline. You should go along with that one.
I think so.
I think you should, yeah.
I made it up all by myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you should trademark that one so no other person can use that. That's what I think.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should, yeah.
So you can see how beautiful it is cut out. I've just taken that straight out. My bits are still left in my die, so if I wanted to actually maybe cut that corner away, use it as a decorative element and paper piece those little bits back in, I absolutely could do that. And then I'm going to bring this side piece in, and we're going to run that one through as well. So this smaller one will fit through your mini.
Okay.
Those corner ones won't. They're just a little bit too big, hence that I've got my MIDI out. So let's just pop that to the side. And then take this one off as well. And you can see, let me bring in my pokey tool. As soon as I pop that out, it just
oh wow, yeah, you can see that just coming out there.
Straight away. They cut through like a dream, they really do. So this is the corner one, and you can see that you've got those score lines on there. So what we're going to do with this corner one is that first score line that's right next to it, we're going to fold it over. And again, even though that's gone through my MIDI, I haven't lost anything that I would get if I popped it through my main machine. I've got those score lines still in there, beautiful.
You know what I love as well? So that exact score line that you've just gone in and folded in half there, if you were to chop that off with your scissors, that's just a lovely decorative corner border, corner for maybe a photo or something.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then because, you know, my bits are still there, you know, I could go and paper piece. I could ink them up, paper piece. I could ink that up, paper piece the same colour back in, and it's almost going to look like it's two obviously different colours used. So that one's going to fold down. You are going to use your embossing tool to give it a nice sharp edge, and that one's going to fold away. And it's a concertina, so you're making a concertina with those folds. So that's one side, and exactly the same on the other side. We're just going to find that scar line. It's a little harder with that light above me shining right on this pearlescent cardstock. But there we go. Let's pop that down. So when you do that first, when you burnish that first scar line, pop your pattern piece down and scar it that way. Don't scar it that way. Because you've got that cut quite close, the worry is if you scar it that way, you're going to sort of miss scar. It's going to go a little bit wonky, or you could, it's just a lot more delicate, so it's very easy, or much easier to do it the other way. So give that a good burnish, give that one a good burnish. And then that's it. So you can see you've got that concertina. So when you put those together, they're going to glue together just in that corner there. And you can see it folds flat beautifully. I'm going to do exactly the same on the side piece. We're going to fold that decorative piece away. Find that scar line, which is just there.
But these still go through things like your shedless glitter and obviously the pearlescent and multi-purpose, etc.
Do I still what, sorry?
You were just in a folding coma there, weren't you?
I really was.
No, I was just asking, with the score line and the decorative pieces at die cut, will that still go through our shedless glitter and cardstock?
Yes, absolutely. It'll work on our mirror card, our glitter card. If you're putting something that's quite decorative through with your glitter card, if you find that you need to pop your metal shim in as well, because what you've got to remember is it's going to cut through perfectly, but because you've got that layer of encapsulated glitter on the top, it's encapsulated with a glue. So just to get a nice beautiful cut through that, you might want to pop your metal shim in, which is exactly what it's for. But yes, it will cut through all of those. So I'm going to bring some more in because you don't want to see me cutting and scarring 4 of these. So I've got my 2 edges. That's the one that I've just done. I'm going to bring that one in because I think that's a little bit of a different colour. That looks a totally different shade, but it's from the same. So this is from my 12 by 12 pearlescent and linen, that mixed cardstock pack in the pastels. So this is what these are all from.
I love that pad. Still one of my, if not my favourite.
Yes, I love it. I use it all the time. So what I'm going to do before I go on, I've just brought in my parakeet, my opaque pigment. And all I'm going to do is just on those edges, I'm just going to add a little bit of ink.
Okay.
And if I find I've added a little bit too much, I'm just going to bring in this and we're just going to just buff it up, and it just sort of takes it back just a little bit. So just on all those corners, I don't want lots.
Okay.
Just to take, just to make it sort of ombre-esque.
Remember as well, we do have our brand new pick of the day, which is 11 pigment ink pads. We'll go over it again just later on in the show, however they are there on Shop Today for you to check out.
So just popping it on. And do you know, because I'm using my opaque pigment, actually, if I pop that ink on there and add some of my clear embossing powder,
well, that would be nice,
wouldn't it? That would look lovely. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's nothing stopping you using these at Christmas time in the blues and the snowflakes and silvers, could you?
No, absolutely not. They're beautiful, and the fact that you can, if you've got some glitter embossing powder at home, that would look lovely and work beautifully with these as well. Right, so let's just pop that to the side.
Stay sticky glue in your gilding flakes. Ooh, nice. Just around the edges.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, absolutely. Right, so this is the same colour card.
Okay.
To tie it in, I'm just going to, not adding any more ink onto that dauber. Just going to pop it round the edges. I'm not being perfect. Some little bits will have a little bit more on the other.
You're perfect to me,
but you
Michelle.
can see.
You're absolutely perfect to me.
Oh, thanks. I'll pay you later.
Thanks.
And I'm going to do the same with this because I've got that lovely inky effect anyway going on here. Again, I'm not going to add any more ink onto this. I'm just going to very gently add a little bit randomly, like the pattern is already on there anyway. And again, because I'm not adding any more ink, it's just going to add that colour that I'm using and tie it in a lot more.
Really does tie it in, doesn't it? Really enhances that.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so let's just mat and layer this together then.
Okay, brilliant.
So that is Centura Pearl. Hint of, did I use hint of gold, hint of silver? So I'm going to use my tacky glue to glue this together.
Oh, we've got Laura Simmons on Facebook saying greetings from the night shift X-ray department in Seattle. Busy night and only halfway done.
Oh gosh.
Gosh, I could only imagine if your X-ray department is anything like ours in the UK. I can only imagine how busy you are, even in the middle of the night. So it's lovely that you're able to dot in and say hi to myself and Michelle. I hope you managed to get a little bit of rest and you're drinking plenty and eating plenty, because I know how busy you guys are in hospitals.
I really take my hat off to anyone who works in a hospital.
So do I.
I could never do what they do. They really are. When we went through the lockdown and we called them heroes and everything like that, it's a shame it took something like that for us to realise how amazing they are. But yes, absolutely.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Right, so I'm going to pop this down. So what you can do with these is, because you've got that concertina border, you can be popping these behind these layers of card, which is what I've sort of always done. But I think for this one, I'm going to show you just how you can pop them on the top as well. So you don't necessarily have to have them tucking underneath your layers of card. Right, so for your corner one, you can see that that's the bit that I need to glue, because that's the only bit that's going to overlap there. So let's pop a little bit of glue just on that corner first.
It's even just down to that minute detail of the way that the dies are designed, so that as it folds in together, it doesn't jar, it doesn't catch, does it?
That's it. I mean, look how perfectly flat it folds. So then I'm going to bring in my tape pen again. We're just going to pop some glue on those two little borders there, and I'm going to pop it just here. So let me, before I glue that down, I'm just going to bring in my other corner to make sure that I've got enough room. So now I'm going to pop it right to the edge of that paper. There we go. Exactly the same. We're going to just pop a little bit of glue on that corner bit.
And then this is where your wet glue comes in handy, doesn't it?
It is, definitely. Definitely does. So pop that over there. Give it a good squish. And the good thing is, because it does obviously fold flat, you can go in with your glue, squish it down and go in with your glue. You don't need to glue this before you sort of pop it together. So
loving this colour. Even I wouldn't think to go with that ice blue with a real deep purple.
I don't think you do you?
No.
I think this is definitely a colour combination I came up with accidentally. But it did work, so I went with it. I think some of the best colour combinations and projects are happy little accidents, as Bob Ross would say.
Sometimes when you play and you have that happy accident, actually, well, does exactly that, turns into a happy accident.
Absolutely. Right, so what I'm going to do before I put my fourth corner on is remember that I've got this little embellishment for in the middle. So again, I've just got some of my nesting dies.
Okay.
And because it's going to pop in the middle. I want that to tie in as well. If I don't pop a little bit of glue on it, I'll feel like I've stuck something in there that shouldn't be.
Michelle Harris on YouTube is saying, I have this collection. Let us see what you've made, Michelle.
Yes.
We'd love to see what you've made.
Definitely. I think it's one of those collections that, or those die sets, you look at and you think, that's lovely. But then when you see someone do it, you're like, oh my gosh, why haven't I got this in my stash at home?
I agree, yeah. I think as well, the size of them at first, you think, oh, I can only do small projects.
Yeah.
But, you know, having your smaller dies, it just opens up the world of possibilities with, as I was saying earlier on, it could be higher, it could be longer if you want it could be shallower if you want it. You don't have to use the corners, you can't use the corners. You can cut the corners out so they could be completely flat. You know, it's just incredible the amount of things you can do.
Definitely. I love these a lot. Definitely underrated product for sure. Right, so I'm just going to pop one foam pad in the middle because I want that shape that I'm popping just around the edges to stay. Pop just another one. If you want this all to be flat, then you're obviously not going to use your bone folder on it, and you probably use a lot more or a few more foam pads. Me, a lot more foam pads. If you're trying to be frugal, a few more.
I'm like you, yeah. The more the better.
Yes. Corinne was, when was I on with Corinne? Friday. She was like, oh, you're going through a lot of foam pads. You're going through the whole of the weekend's foam pads.
She never, did she?
Yes, she was keeping a little bit of a tally. I did use a lot. I love a good foam pad, what can I say?
Wait until she sees how much I use.
She did say, she says, are you trying to give Craig a run for his money? A little bit on Friday I was, yes.
That should be a game that we have. Who can take the backing off the foam pads the quickest?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it will probably be you, though.
As long as my nail's long enough.
Yeah, yes.
Because I've not been here, I've cut it really short. If you're wondering what I'm on about, one of my fingernails I keep a little bit longer. It's my pokey picky finger from the backing of my foam pads. So I keep this nail just that little bit longer to make it easier. Because I've not been here, I was about to say chopped it off, not quite literally chopped it off, but the nail's not as long.
Yes, Craig's foam pad finger. So I'm just popping that one in the middle. It's going to sit in there beautifully. And then you can see how easy it is coming together. Last one, popping just glue on that piece there. Giving it a good squish, and then I'll pop that in the middle.
Once Michelle's done, I've got an epic card bundle that we're going to show you when we come back from a break. So stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss it.
And then lastly, I've got Spring Has Sprung. Just going to pop that on in the bottom corner.
You've not got an autumn one for today?
Sorry?
You've not got an autumn one for today?
Oh, I know. It's not Spring Has Sprung today, is it?
No.
This is just wishful thinking. I literally ran out of the taxi this morning. I ran from the taxi to the door because it was raining so much. And if my hair gets wet, then I look a little bit like Monica from Friends.
See, I couldn't even have picked you up this morning because I was in really early today.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have picked you up. Although you still would have had to run out my car. So.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Right, so I'm just going to squash that into place. Give them a little bit of a, don't pull them off completely, give them a little bit of a zhuzh. There we go. And then bring those two in. And then if I stand that up and turn that round for you to see.
Wow.
You can get some real depth on these, look.
That is absolutely stunning. What a great colour combination. And then not an overly large, what was that, 5x7?
Yes.
About 5x7. That's really, really beautiful, elegant, sophisticated. And you know, don't get me wrong, there's a little bit of bulk to it, but because it's that concertina, it's not as thick as though maybe something really substantial would be.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously if you're wanting to just pop it into an envelope, it is going to squash flat to go into your envelope, and then obviously when you take it out, it pops up on itself. You don't really need to do anything to it.
No, nothing at all. Perfect, absolutely perfect. If you want to do what Michelle's done, you want to get your hands on these ones. These are your Concertina 3D border dies. Now within this one, it actually does make out that it is buy one, get one half price when it comes to that price. So £22.48 or $25.42. You've got that saving of 25%. If you are platinum, that's then going to come down to £17.98 or $20.34, where you're getting the two sets. In each set, for instance, this one here, you've got the lace, you've got the two different widths as well as that corner one. And I mean, just look at that elegance of that die cut detail when it comes to the dies themselves. Beautiful. But what you're also then going to be getting is the vines as well. So you've got another 3 separate dies, same concept, but different design. Nothing stopping you from mixing and matching if you want to. Or if you don't even want to use them in that concertina fashion, die cut them out and then just chop away, or cut away the actual embossed line, so then you can then use them as flat corners. But $22.48 or $25.42, saving of 25%. That does work out that it's buy one, get one, half price, but your platinum price at $17.98 or $20.34. But of course, please do take advantage of that $5 off. You will find it on the website, but in the promo code, just pop in SUMMER, SUMMER. That's going to take $5 off of your order. Now, it is running all week, however, it is one use per customer. There's no minimum spend either. The only thing that it does exclude is our gift card, so take advantage of that. Now, that of course $5 off will then go for your basket. It doesn't have to be one set thing, it could be your basket to take advantage of that $5 off. Maybe you want to put a brand new pick of the day in. Now, Michelle was using a pigment ink pad, and we've got 11 of them here as a brand new pick of the day. So it is going to end tomorrow, just before wake up call, or stock dependent, and all 11 of them consist of the Sail Brown. Now you're going to be getting the Sail Brown, being the pigment ink pads, so these are really good for layering up your colours. You've got your baby blue. They're also absolutely epic to pop your embossing powders over the top. You're also going to get Oasis, so half the world away with the Oasis. You've then got the Lagoon. You've then got your Pink Tulip as well. You've then got Damson Wine. You're also then going to get the Twilight Grey. You're going to be getting the Spring Meadow. You're also going to get the Spa Blue. And then you're also going to get the Bordeaux as well. So that's all 11 of these ones that you're getting within the brand new pick of the day. Now with these ones at that epic price of £38 or $58, and I say epic, and that's because seven of them alone would come to £41.93 or $62.93. But you're going to get all 11 of them for that incredible price at £38 or $58. You've got that platinum price at £30.40 or $46.40, with, of course, please do take advantage of that $5 off. That's what it's there for, so that's going to come down an extra $5, whether it is pounds, dollars or euros. But on top of that, you are going to get your double points as well. So maybe you just join Club Inspire. It's going to be another way just to boost your points. Maybe it's then going to take you into that next level of Club Inspire. And you're saying, well, Craig, you keep saying Club Inspire. What does that exactly mean? Well, here's the boss to tell you right now all about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
As well, there's no cameras about when we are in the middle of a break, that's for sure. Our mics are not live anyway. A little bit of fun with me and Michelle there. Lots of you tuning in this morning. It's lovely to see so many of your names popping up. Going back to that last demonstration, a lot of love for that one. Just prior to Michelle finishing, Lynn Morton on YouTube was saying, I'm back. I was late to the party. What was Michelle making? You'll have seen what Michelle made at the end there. It was absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, that you can, of course, go along and recreate if you want to. Emma was actually asking, I think it was regarding, of course, those Concertina dies when the collection came out. I would love to say, off the top of my brain, it came out on the 21st of March 2022, but that's come from Rachel, so thank you, Rachel, for that one. So yeah, the Concertina dies came out on the 21st of March last year. Gosh, well over a year ago since I launched that. Yeah. That's scary. Well, I think we're in July already.
I know, when I was looking at the samples and they said on there, March 22, I was like, oh, it seems like so long ago, but yesterday, all at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. That does make sense. We've got Odds29 on YouTube is saying, hi Craig and Michelle. I was wondering, so I will fire this one across to Michelle. I was wondering, how do you decide whether you're going to use a wet glue or a tape runner?
I've got to admit, if I'm at home, I use my wet glues more often than not, because but here I like to use the tape runner because you don't want to just sit and watch me waiting for something to grab before I can move on. I don't know. I don't think there's no rhyme or reason to most things I do, but especially that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. How about you? Do you?
I'm the same. So at home I use the wet glue quite a lot. really, the way that I think about it is if it's mats and layers of that, I tend to use, well, see, I don't use my tape runner a lot. You know that I like to use my Crafter's Companion double-sided tape. So really, the way that I think about it is tape runners for generic craft and mats and layers, and then I use our wet glue for construction. You can use our tape runner. This is where we don't want to obviously, get everyone all confused. Now, we've done glue schools in the past with myself and Debbie and Jan and Leanne, so you can always go back and we will advise you into where and how and why is the best adhesive to use, whichever one. But in a nutshell, I tend to use a tape runner and my double-sided tape quite a lot, and then I'll use my tacky glue for anything that's construction, or decoupage is a good one because your glue gel simply where maybe you need to get it in a specific place and you're scared that you're not going to get it bang on, so a wet glue is going to give you that little bit of manoeuvrability. So hopefully that helps. But again, YouTube, go back onto our Crafters TV channel and have a look at all our glue schools, because we'll steer you in that right direction as well. I am going to answer this one because can I tell you, I have been inundated with this question for over a week or so now, and they're still coming through. When is the green template library being launched? I'm not going to give you a date because we know what happened when it was meant to launch at the end of last month there. It's this month. It is this month. You still have a couple of weeks to go, but it is coming very, very soon. So you have not missed it. You have not missed it. So we are going to find that it is then coming along later on in the month. So that's all that I'm going to say, but no one's missed it. Right, let's go back and let's have a look at some stamps as well as some of our classic pens as well. This is what Michelle is away to be using just shortly. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at the stamps here. Now, when it comes to these stamps, this is a phenomenal bundle that we've got. Now, this one here are going to work, of course, perfect with your stamps. Now, it could be the stamps that we're away to show you just now, or what I was away to say. They're going to work really well with your classics or any of your water-based pens. But this is your assorted card. So I think we've got a little bit of confusion. So, Dina, we're going to the cardstock or we're going to the stamps? So we are going to this, right, Theo. So we've got our cardstock. There we go. We're just having a dance about with our details. There we go. We got there in the end. We got there. If you want to have a look at some cardstock, go across on our website. Go across on our website, .co.uk, .com or .eu. Right, this is the sorted stamping bundle with 10 stamps here. Now, within this one here, you've also got your 2-pack of your Rocker Blocks. Again, this is another one, take advantage of that £5 off as well. So in the promo code put summer, you're going to get £5 off. It is running all week, but it's one use per customer. So I say use it wisely, but pop a few things into your basket if you want to take advantage. But this is £25 or $35. Look at that saving. You're saving £44.89 or $61.65. Your platinum price is going to be £20 or $28. Ooh, wow. Let's have a look. Right, well, straight away on the screen there, you've got your 2-pack of your Rocker Blocks. Now, this is something relatively new to Corinne. Since she joined us, she absolutely loves our Rocker Blocks. It's going to give you that additional ease and confidence when it comes to stamping. The 12x12 platform is a game changer when it comes to our stamping with that magnetic base, but this is giving you that extra comfort and security when it comes to stamping. You've got the 2 Rocker Blocks here. What you've also then going to get is your luminaires and lanterns. This was from our Bell Countryside. I adored that collection when it first came out. Now, these ones, you've got a couple of happy birthday sentiments, but why not start to team them with Christmas coming up as well? I see these and I always think of like A Christmas Carol and Scrooge, so no reason that you can't use them. 7 stamps in that one. You've also got, this is for you, but I wish it was for me. Now, it's myself and Debbie Fisher. We were not joking, we were being serious the other week together when we seen this stamp come off, because we both do this with QVC UK. We buy things for people's birthdays and Christmases and end up keeping them for ourselves. Something that we always do. But you've got that lovely stamp there. You've also then got your Harmony and Happiness. This is from your Bohemian collection. Lovely different sentiments that you've got from within the stamp set. For instance, faith before worry, be true to you, fearless, wild at heart, and that's just to name a few. So you've got them in there. You've then got I love these from our Blackboard range. This was our Forever Blessed. Now, please don't be put off with the blackboard in that title. These are our photopolymer genetic stamps that you'll be able to use with your pick of the day or any of your other ink pads. But you've got your May You Be Forever Blessed, lovely stamp. If the shoe fits accessories, now this is lovely little sentiments that are going to work if you've got shoe stamps or shoe dies or just little fun ones to be using on your projects. We've also then got our fabulous friend. Now within that one there, you're going to get 7 of these sentiment stamps too. Great for all of your projects, which is a great one to have. We're then going to be giving you your beauty stamp, Effortless Chic. Now this is that lovely stamp where you can then start to work on or practice the skin tone or that hair tone as well, and then even when it comes to the dress and that hair bubble that she's got. So you're getting that one in there. You're also then going to be getting Great Minds Drink Alike with the pandas, having a little fun there. I don't know who these could be within the family. I'm sure you've all got someone that you think that would work really, really well. Quirky sentiments there, Great Minds Think Alike, Drink, Dance, Sleep and Repeat, Party Time, Time to Boogie, as well as a few other ones. So you're going to get these ones. So in total there you're getting 9 stamps. Another one of your beauty stamps, Ethereal Beauty. So great for your hair tones if you want to start using that one and practicing. And then you've also got from the Roaring Twenties, Together Forever. I don't know why I sing that every time I see it, but you've got 4 stamps there. So you've got a beautiful couple there with a couple of hearts and a lovely sentiment. Now, £25 or $35. You're saving £44.98 or $61.95. If you're platinum, that's going to come down to £20 or $28. Now, you're going to be getting over £44 or $68 worth of free product, which is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Not only the stamps, you're going to be getting the 2 rocker blocks as well. Now, it could be that you've got 1, 2, maybe 3 of these stamps already. Start to dish them out. Why not give the duplicates that you've got to the kiddies? That could be their stamp for you to then, of course, give to them and they can use and colour with. Maybe you want to put a little crafty box together for someone's birthday coming up or Christmas. So whenever you've got a duplicate, don't think, oh, I've already got that one. Think where else you could use it. Maybe you run a craft club, maybe a craft crop, or maybe you want to gift it to them as well because of the value that you're getting, £25 or $35. Let's face it, on that today's price alone, take off that £5 if you're going to take advantage of that one today, Summer, SUMMER in the promo code. That today's price will then come down to £20 or $30. And then therefore your platinum price is of course going to come down even more. Absolutely exceptional within that value there. Alcohol colouring, watercolouring, your distress effects, everything like that you're going to be able to do. You're also going to be able to use your Stay Sticky glue pads, then use them with your Gilding Flakes as well. So there's so many different craftability options when it comes to this set. This 10 set here for £25 or $35. It is an absolute, for me, I would say that that is a must. Even if you love your stamping, maybe you're not confident in stamping, but it's a nice confidence builder because they're not overly big, but you've got a lovely array of different stamps from hairs to skin tones to embellishment, sentiments, all that there as well. But what would complement it is some of your classic pens, Spectrum Noir classic pens. Now we have got a bundle for you as well. Now this is giving you that full 5-piece collection. 60 markers in total. They're double-ended as well, so you've got the chisel and that bullet nib that you'll see with Michelle in a moment. But you are going to be £69 or $111. You are going to be saving £30.95 or $48.95 on classic pens, Spectrum Noir, Creme de la Creme, and we sell these day in, day out, no problem whatsoever. You are going to be getting the 12 of them within each set. So within this one here, you're going to be getting the brights. You're also going to be getting your florals, because remember, you're getting everything that I'm showing you. You're also going to be getting the pastel, or for my friend stateside, pastel. And then you're also going to be getting the vintage. And then you're also going to be getting your jewel. So you've got the jewel and the crop, which is our Michelle. Let's just wait, be having a look at these ones just in a moment there. But these ones here, this is your alcohol pens. So we would say your Nina cardstock is the perfect cardstock for you to get your hands on as well. Check out the website. But with these being alcohol, you're maybe thinking, okay, Craig, I know that this is all about that blending and shading and the depth and the colours work together. I really don't want to colour in that way. Well, you don't have to, because these are alcohol. Your gems, your ribbons, your embellishments, your chipboard, your card, anything like that, you're going to be able to colour if you want. What's more is your classic pens, they are refillable as well, where you can get the refills across on our website. So very, very easy to refill. There is videos across there, across on our socials for you to check out. But this will absolutely complement that stamp set. If you do just want to go for this one, £69 or $111, you've got that epic saving already at £30.95 or $48.95, but your platinum price comes down to £55.20 or $88.80, and I hold no apologies, I'm going to say it again, take advantage of that £5 off as well. It's running all week, one use per customer, there's no minimum spend, but it does exclude gift cards. That's it. So take advantage of it as well if you want to do it on that one. .co.uk, .com or .eu, these are here for you guys across Central Europe as well. You just need to check out your website. They are on Shop the Day for you to check out. We'll come back just shortly and have a little read of the comments, but I think it's time that we go straight across to Michelle and have a look, maybe a combination of classic and stamps? Maybe?
Yes. I've picked, so we're going to be using the classics. I love using these. And I've also picked a fabulous stamp set. I love, you see, when I first saw this, I thought it was like Kung Fu Fighting, you know that song?
Yeah.
Everybody was Kung Fu Fighting. Yes.
I was doing a lot of that over the weekend. I wasn't Kung Fu Fighting.
Of course, yeah. But he's not, he's dancing. He's got some funky moves going on.
It's like the Macarena.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you know what? If you wanted to send it to someone who you know who does do maybe karate or something like that, besides those musical notes above him, you could absolutely get away with that. You could mask those off very easily on your stamp. So he could be a kung fu master at dancing. Could be a little bit of both.
Both. Kung Fu fighter.
Right, so we're going to colour him in with our classics. So I'm going to pick one of, obviously, my alcohol-proof ink pads. Now, I always tend to go for black. But don't forget, we've got the rustic brown, we've got flagstone, and we've got pebble. So I'm going to be colouring him in some greys.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the flagstone. It's just going to make that, it stand out less, my stamped edge. It's just going to match and blend in a little bit more than if I use that bold black. So I think, remember that when you are stamping, if you're colouring something quite natural and nature it in, maybe go for your pebble or your rustic brown. Don't necessarily always go for that black, which we always tend to do.
And that's what I've learnt from you.
Oh.
I learned that, not just that, our all our Harmony Water Reactive ink pads. If you go for the one that you tend to go for a lot, just stop, have a look at the other ones and think, what else can I use?
Yeah, it's like put it down, step away from the ink pads, and then actually think about it. Right, so we've got him stamped out. So I've got some of my classics here in front of me. So I've got my cocktail pink. It's going to go in his little ears. I've picked a couple of my blues, so my true blues, it's TB 5 and 8. And then I've got a couple of my ice greys, so it's IG 2 and 5. And then I have got a couple of my blue greys, which is BGR 4 and 3.
Right.
So yes, normally you would pick up 3 to do a blend, but I just wanted to show you that actually you can just use 2 and still get a lovely blend, especially if you're still a little bit anxious about those 3 shade blends and, you know, using more than just a couple. So let's start with our ice grey 2. So what I'm going to do with this is just round his little belly. We're just going to edge that up. I'm just going to follow it all the way around.
Do you know what it reminds me as well? It's not a panda, it's the character in Madagascar.
Ah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean, Charlotte? Yeah. Is it the one that goes, I like to move it, move it? Is it that one? No? Oh. Yeah, is it a lemur? Is it a lemur?
I know.
King Julian. So it looks like King Julian from Madagascar.
I love that. I see that.
Yeah, you won't be able to
Absolutely.
see a panda now. You'll just think of Madagascar. That's an epic film, that was.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Who's not seen it in the gallery? You've not seen Madagascar? Yeah, I wouldn't, personally, I would watch 1 and 2. I wouldn't worry about the other ones. That's just my personal view.
Right, so those bits that I wanted to do, I've just edged off. I'm not going to colour those in. I'm going to come in with my blue-grey 4 and 3 now.
Okay.
So I'm going to start on one of his arms. So we're just going to, which have I got? 3 and 4. So I'm going to colour all this in, but what I'm going to do is on his arm, I'm going to try and preserve a highlight just in the middle there. Go around very carefully. The good thing with your classiques is because you've got that lovely nib on it, it's quite precise. You can really work into those small areas with this.
And it's nice to see you doing this, Michelle, because I think anything that's white or black, certainly when it comes to the snowmen and that as well, it's one thing I don't know about you, get asked quite a lot, is how do you get that range? How do you get that shape from something that is black or white, snow or snowball or ice or pandas or anything like that? So it's nice to always see.
Yeah, definitely. Bringing in your ice greys, especially the lightest. I mean, I used a 2. You can use the 1 as well. Obviously, it gives it a lot of a lighter effect. But yeah, so I think we tend to use with our ice greys to go around the outside to highlight. But don't forget, if you've got that white area, like on the panda or the snowman, it will highlight the inside as well. So definitely something to remember.
Okay, yeah. Nice to know that. But yeah, the ice grey too is something that I do quite a lot.
Yeah, and it looks amazing.
For sure. It really
does. So you can see my 2 little highlighted areas, which again, it means I don't necessarily have to bring in 3, 4, 5 shades, to do that wonderful blend.
No.
You absolutely can, but I think as a beginner, or if you've got some of these and you're a little bit nervous to start with them, then preserving that highlight there and not going back over it, again, it gives you that lovely blend out.
And it can be a little bit nerve-wracking at times, isn't it? It can be quite daunting when you're faced with all these colours and we say about blending and shading and preserving the highlight.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely can. But it's just about taking that first step, actually. Just pick them up and have a go. Even if you're only colouring in swatches, it allows you to know how they colour, know how it lays down. You just start getting a feel for it. So I've gone round with that number 4, so I'm going to come back in with number 3, and we're just going to go over the edge of that where it sort of meets. So you've got to also remember, layering this over itself also creates an extra shade. So if I just show you what I mean here.
Okay.
Just by layering that 1 colour down, you've obviously got that 1 shade. If I go back over just that top bit, you've instantly got 2 shades.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just with your 1 pen. So then if I go over just the top bit again, you've got a 3 shade blend straight away. So again, if you're a little nervous, just have a little bit of a play, little swatches like that, figuring out what your pens can do for you. Because you'd be surprised. I was terrified to get my pens out to start with.
But I was going to ask you something similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely was. I was the same with the watercolours, aqua pens. I got those and I saw Leanne launch those and I bought them all and then I left them in the cupboard for months because I was terrified to use them. And I don't know why, because they're the best things I've ever bought.
it's about that again. It's confidence. It's giving you, and that's what we're here for as well. It could be, and Sarah said it before. It could be. Let's face it, guys. There could be that you've already got a lot of the items on today's show, and what we want to do then is come and inspire you and give you the most use out of it. The crafty uses. And different uses, maybe things that you'll maybe not thought of. So we're not always here just about the products on the day. It's maybe that you've already got them, you've already purchased them, and we just want to ensure that you keep using them. You know what I mean? Because launches last week are going to work with launches last year or next year. It's just tying them all together. So that's why we always say keep watching on a daily basis, because we're pretty much guaranteed that you're always going to learn something new or something different.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit lost now.
That's okay. That's why I was just chatting away there, because we all do the same when it comes to colouring. We all do the same. But look at that already.
It comes together very easily, doesn't it?
It's like he's got that highlight, that shine on his coat, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
He's dancing away.
And if you are doing this and you accidentally colour over that little bit that you wanted to leave as a highlight, if you've just got a white gel pen, that's where that's going to come into its own. We've got a lovely one in our Academy of Colour.
We do.
One of those boxes. But you can get those sort of really anywhere. Just a nice white gel pen.
I use mine a lot.
I do definitely. Just again, it adds those lovely highlights, which are just absolutely fabulous. His hat.
So cool.
So I'm quite happy with his little legs. Oh, we need to colour his tail in. Let's pop that darker.
And then essentially what you're doing there, so that could be a dog stamp that you've got, or a cat, or any animal, or anything that is a solid colour, whether it is black, or whether it's grey, or whether it's navy. You're just following that same suit, but just on that different colour.
Yeah, absolutely. So his little hat. These stamps are brilliant. If you've never coloured before, get some of these stamps. Because they're small, you're not overwhelmed by the amount of colouring and blending that you would have to do. You're just doing it on a small scale, which is just brilliant.
And if you're going to go for these classic pens, I said it before, I am going to say it again. I would highly recommend that you consider going for that stamp bundle because of that sheer value. But not only that, is you'll be able to follow on with what Michelle's just shown you there with a number of the stamps that are included as well, whether it is a couple of the characters or the florals that you've got there, the lumineers. You're going to be able to imagine doing what, and without overly thinking about it, doing what Michelle's just done with the Panda, but following suit with the lumineer dies, so a stamp. So can you imagine you're going to get that shine from the glass on the lumineers or the lantern, and all that you're doing is you're just following the same step as Michelle has done, but instead of it being a panda's paw, it is the shape of that lumineer. So it's quite, when you break it down, it can be start to be really simple to change that shape. Now my favourite, fussy cutting.
I know, I'm a little nervous doing it in front of you. I'm a bit pants
Oh, you'd be
fussy
fine.
cutting.
You'd be fine. Look at
I
that ease.
I'm definitely getting there. I'm remembering to turn the paper a lot more rather than my scissors, which is, I think, something I forget to do more often.
I do always recommend that. Once you get into the flow, no pun intended. It does make it easy. Look at that. And it's not an overly complicated stamp.
No,
to
no,
fussy
it's
cut.
not. I wanted to make sure that I didn't cut away all those little notes and those little movement marks on there.
Because you might look at that and think, well, how am I going to cut around the musical notes? And just quite freely is the way to put it.
So I'm quite happy with my little Kung Fu dancer. And you saw, just by using 2 of each shade rather than the 3, leaving that highlight, it still looks absolutely fabulous. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop him on a nice simple card that I've popped together. So I've, again, from that same collection, I've stamped out the drink, dance, sleep, repeat. And I'm going to bring in my Oasis. again, this is the opaque pigment. And I'm just going to go around the edge. And again, when you go around the edge, if you've got your clear embossing powder, pop it on there and it still absolutely looks lovely. I've got this circle, just going to go around the edges with that ink pad. So anything that I've got here that's white, so this is going to be a matte layer piece as well. Not putting lots on, just going on those edges.
Check out the pick of the day as well on the website, your 11-pack of pigment ink pads. We'll have another look at them later on. But essentially you're getting, well, 7 of them would be round about the value of what you are paying today for 11 of them. It's the pigment ink pads. As I say, they're on Shop the Day. They're today's pick of the day with your double points. They'll end just before Wake Up Call. Starts tomorrow with Corin and Debbie Robinson, or well, stock dependent, of course, as well, but take advantage of that £5 off.
And then I finally went round my little panda, because I've got that sort of halo of musical notes. I've just gone round it again with that ink. I think it just looks that little bit better because I've left so much white there. Again, you could go around the edges of the actual panda with one of your lighter greys. But again, because I've left that expansive white at the top, always looks nice to take the edges away with just a corresponding ink pad.
So plaid pads.
Sorry?
Plaid pads.
Absolutely, I love these.
I've not seen the plaid pad lad for quite a while, Ben. It's been ages.
So I'm going to use my foam on a circular.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
I love that.
I sang that one.
I like that version.
Yeah. Better than that other annoying one. Although that'll soon get annoying, wait you see. But at the moment, it's fresh for me, so I'm happy with that. I'll sing it.
Well, that's it, isn't it? When it's still fresh for you, it's acceptable.
Definitely acceptable.
So because it's a big piece, you could either use our A4 foam sheets or the roll of foam. Entirely up to you. So we're going to pop that on there. Let's, I've got a bit of ribbon again in that lovely blue. Let me bring in this. Pop a bit of tape on there and just wrap it round that. So now you can see why I didn't need to ink that full thing up. Pop that on there. And then I'm going to use some tape on this because it's the ribbon.
Nice with the blues and the blacks.
Yeah, absolutely. I love blue and black. It really it pops. It's just a lovely classic colour combination.
Have you ever seen a panda?
No.
No?
No, have you?
No. Oh, no, sorry, I tell a lie. I did, I think, years ago, in Dundee, there's a park called Camperdown Park, and I'm sure years ago they used to have a panda there.
Oh.
Vaguely think of a panda they had.
I would love to go see some pandas because watching the videos of them and things like that, they're so cute and adorable.
It's when they're munching on bamboo. Or have you seen the video with, I think is it the mum that sneezes? And then I think there's one where there's a dad that trumps and scares the other one.
That's hilarious.
I think there is one, Charlotte, in Edinburgh Zoo. I've not seen it though, but I'm sure that there is.
They just look, I'm sure if I went up to one and tried to cuddle it, it'd probably try to rip my head off, but in the nicest...
Put it mildly.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Can we just say we don't recommend or condone going up to a panda bear if you don't want your head ripped off?
Unless it's, busting a move, then maybe
I like
you might
to move it.
So I'm just layering these few pieces up together. I'm going to pop a little bit of tape there because it's going to go there. I'm going to pop glue there, that bit of foam there. It means it's going to stay nice and secure on all sides. And then we've got our gorgeous Panda, busting a move right as a front and foremost focal point. Let me grab...
What about safari? Have you been on safari?
No.
I'd love to go to like Africa and just...
I don't know.
No?
I think when you can drive through sort of the parks where they can like come near you, I think I'd be too scared.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're in it's like going down in the sea and the shark's about. You're in a protective cage.
Yes, but I'd be the one in the defective cage where the shark came at it, the bar would bend and it would have lunch.
Only you would think like that.
I do. I go to the worst case scenario a lot.
To be fair, I get what you're saying, because I'm exactly the same with roller coasters. Obviously, now I won't go into my thought process, but I love them. At any chance, I'll always go on them.
Yeah.
But once I'm in there and strapped in, my mind does wander.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I suppose it's like that with you. If you say you go down into a shark tank or something like that, you can't help it.
No,
That doesn't stop you
definitely
riding
not.
the roller coasters.
But I'm just saying, I love roller coasters, absolutely love them. Halfway through, just when you're about to go upside down, I think to myself, I hope my bar's going to hold me in. Maybe not the right time to be thinking that, but I absolutely do.
Or watch the fourth Final Destination,
Yes,
fifth one.
I love those films
I
as
love
well.
them too. There's a new one coming out.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. So going to be seeing that.
Yeah, we'll go together.
Yes.
Hopefully it's nothing like the Boogeyman.
Yeah. There we go.
Talking about the Boogeyman. Got the panda bear that's boogieing away. Look at that one. How cute is that?
So not even having to use three of the shades of a particular colour, just using two, I've still made that panda look blended out and lovely.
Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You're going to get a completely different look as well if you change that background papers, you know, and then you can then go with that floral look, or of course you can go with the flowery roots, entirely up to yourself. But that is, so a combination. So Michelle was using the classic pens there. So that was your 5-piece collection, 60 markers in total, where you're going to be getting all of these ones here. All these classic pens, alcohol-based. They are your double-ended, so you've got your bullet nib, and then you've also got your chisel nib as well. So you're going to be able to blend, you're going to be able to get all that different shape, that definition, because these are your alcohol pens. So you're going to be getting the dual. You're also going to be getting the vintage. You're also then going to be getting the pastel. You're also then going to be getting your florals. And then you're also going to be getting, last but by no means least, the brights. So you're going to get all of these. Now, if you just want to use these as key standalone colours, you can absolutely do that, no problem whatsoever. But you have got that bullet nib, and then you've then got that chisel nib. Whereas if you are wanting to colour in bigger areas, bigger backdrop areas, then of course you can absolutely use that. For me, predominantly, I just use the chisel nib, but you can do the actual bullet nib if you want to as well, and cover larger areas. £69 or $111. You've got a saving of £30.95 or $48.95. You've got a platinum price of £55.20 or $88.80. And all this week, remember, we have then got that $5 off code across on our website for you to take advantage of. It is summer in the promo code, and that's going to take £5, $5 or €5 off the cost. Now, it is running all week, as I say, but it's one use per customer, no minimum spend, and the joyous thing, the only thing that it excludes is the gift cards that we do on the website. Other than that, you could take advantage of that on maybe the classics. Maybe it's then going to be that stamp set that Michelle was using there a moment ago. So that is there for you to check that out too, all across on our website on Shop the Day. I think we're going to have a look at the card blanks now, because you might want to then start to combine the stamps in with the card blanks that we've got, and this is your shaped concept card blanks. Now you're going to get the envelopes with these two. These ones here are, I've got so many in my stash, Michelle. Every now and again when I place an order on our website, I always put a couple more in. I just think they're so handy. Having that concept, you don't need to measure, you don't need to cut, it's all done for you. And even better, you've got the templates for the mats and layers as well. So you're going to be getting all of these ones here, £50 or $70. Now you are going to be saving over 15%, or with a platinum price of £40 or $56. You're going to be getting your tri-fold shutter cards. Now you're going to get the envelopes as well. It's a lot harder for you to see the score lines as well as the cut lines, but you're going to be getting a full pack of the tri-fold shutters and the envelopes too, and then you're going to get the templates to do the mats and layers. You're also then going to be getting your stepper card as well, including the templates. You're then going to be getting your double diamond fold card. Remember, it's all cut for you, it's all, score lines are all done for you, and your templates are there for you to then use time and time again. You've then got your stepper rocker card as well. Now, even for me, I wouldn't even attempt to try and make and construct one of these from scratch. So the fact that it's already there done for you is a bonus. We've got our zigzag cascading die or templates with your card blanks. Also, you're going to be getting your tri-fold shutter as well. And then last but by no means least, now this last one here, the double stepper card, you can only get this one within this bundle. All the other ones I've shown you, you can get individually across on our website if you want to, but this one here being your double stepper card, this is the only way you can get this one, and that is within this bundle as well. So take advantage of that one. £50, $70. If you are going to be paying your platinum price, that means it's going to come down to £40 or $56, or if you're going to take advantage of that summer code on our website, that means you're going to get that at a platinum price of £35 or $51. It is there for you guys across Central Europe as well for you to take advantage of. So that is them, but you're going to need some cardstock, aren't you? Michelle, do you need cardstock?
Always.
Always. Dean, do you need cardstock? Oh, yeah, please, he says, yeah. Charlotte, do you need cardstock? Oh, yeah, of course. Johnny's hiding in the background somewhere. Johnny, do you need cardstock? Oh, definitely, I just heard him. Well, you're going to have to be quick, because I have literally got about 20 of this bundle. It has gone so quick. You find it on the website. It's already going, so take advantage of this one. Take advantage of that £5 off as well. £55 or $75. Platinum price comes down at £44 or $60. It's on Shop the Day as well. It's not going to last long. Trust me when you see what you're going to be getting for this whole bundle. Linen cardstock, sunflower collection, 250 GSM. You are going to be getting 24 sheets of these ones. What about your resist pad? So this is your luxury. I'm just checking on that one. It is indeed. Do you know when you question yourself? Because
Yes.
I thought, nah, surely the resist one's not in there. It is. So this one here is your 24 sheet 8x8. This is your resist pad. This is going to work perfectly for your pick of the day if you've gone for your pigment ink pads. That's in there. How have the guys put the linen cardstock from the Venetian collection in there? That's in there. So that's your luxury linen cardstock. Matte black cardstock. Full pack. These aren't just little taster packs. These are full packs. That's in there. Back in stock.
Yay.
Yay. Yay.
I love
Come
my
on, guys in the
craft
gallery. Give me a yay.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, they're shouting. They are shouting. You can't hear them, but they are shouting. They're that excited. They're buzzing that the craft card is back in stock. That's within that bundle. And what you're also going to be getting is your A3 Century Apparel cardstock. Johnny cannot believe it. He's literally fallen on the floor with excitement and gobsmacked that the actual A3 is in there. Well, he's going to run out when he finds out that that's in there as well. This is your A3. This is your pearlescent cardstock, pastel cardstock, A3 in there as well. As well.
Wow.
Absolutely. So £55, $75 for all of that. It is your A3 pastel cardstock. You've got baby blue, you've got green, you've got pink, and you've also got the yellow as well. You've then got your fresh white, can I just say as well, double-sided A3. Double-sided A3 fresh white cardstock, 310 GSM, and it is A3 and size. We've then also given you the back in stock craft card, that's in there, A4 in size. Your black matte cardstock, that's in there as well. We've also got our full pack of your Venetian 12 A4 cardstock, linen cardstock, that's in there. You're also going to be getting your 8x8 resist pad, 24 sheets, that's in there. And you're also going to be getting a full pack of your sunflower collection, linen cardstock, 24 sheet, all in there. It is green on the screen, which means, Michelle...
It soon won't be seen.
Not surprised, not surprised. And in actual fact, if you are quick, if you're platinum, right, let's say for argument's sake, let's say you're not platinum at the moment, let's say that you're today's price, you're going to get that for £50 or $70 with that £5 promo code as well.
Yes,
Remember,
yes.
it is one use per customer this week. For me, this is a perfect one to be using it on. An absolute perfect one.
Yes.
Getting all of that one there. However, it is green on the screen. It's going to go very, very soon, so take advantage of that one. Right. Don't know if we'll be seeing that one again. But what about some storage? Do you want some storage? Now, I think this was gone really busy over the weekend. I think it may have been featured. This one here is our Cindy tote bag. This is the black one. This is huge. It's one of all of our favourites here. It is easy to organise, of course. Now, you're going to be able to store so much in here. Whether it is your 12 by 12, whether it is your cardstock, maybe you're going to be using it for going for the food shopping. Maybe you're going to a music concert, or you've been away at the weekend, like I have been, to the O2 and bought way more than you should have bought. This is going to be perfect to be holding it around, because trust me, Michelle, it was heavy, everything that I was buying. That would have been perfect. But it is wipe clean, it's so strong, it's sturdy. You've got that impeccable stitching all the way around. And when it comes to the straps, please, please do not forget that the actual straps, they don't just stop. They actually go all the way around. So that's where you're getting that strength, you're getting that stability as well. As myself has said in the past, as well as Tiffany, people will say, how much does it actually hold weight-wise? What I would always say is, if you cannot lift it, it's too heavy. As long as you can lift it, it's going to be able to take that strength because of the straps that run all the way throughout. Now, that's your easy to organise Cindy tote bag. It is the black one, £17 or $20. You're saving 30%, or what you'll have not got over the weekend is that £5 off if you choose to use it on that one. Remember, it's in with your basket as well. So if you put a few things in, then you're going to get that £5 off. But you're going to get that at platinum price of £13.60 or $40. So $14. That one is your easy to organise Cindy tote bag. It is the black one. It's the big one. £17, $20. Been so popular over the weekend. But what you guys didn't get over the weekend was that additional £5 off as well. So you've got that saving of 30% with a platinum price of £13.60 or $14. All on the website, .co.uk.com.eu. Check out Shop the Day, but also have a little peruse on the website while you're there, because you might find a few little hidden gems. Check out the clearance section as well as our new lines that have been added. Rightio, I've got a funny feeling this is not the only red we're going to see on the screen. It's not quite the cardstock just yet. That's there, hanging in there. But the shape card concepts, what we were showing you a moment ago, that has gone. Don't scream and shout, it's now
Sold out.
Yeah, see, no one does it like Ben, you know. No one does it, just doesn't have the same ring when Ben does. No, not Michelle, me, no, Michelle does it perfectly. Yeah, no, I didn't mean Michelle, Charlotte, I meant myself. I just don't have the same verbal ring as Ben does. You know, he's a voiceover guy, he's a professional voiceover guy.
Well, I think you do a very good job.
I do a what? A what?
Very, very, very good job.
Bless you. Yes, so there you go. When it comes to the shape concept cards there, don't scream and shout.
It's now sold out.
There you go. Well, do you know what I want you to do? Take advantage of that cardstock, because that's not going to last long. So therefore, we're going to be back in a couple of minutes, going to give you a chance to check out your baskets.
La 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 la. Oh, hello. You caught me in full Christmas swing, decking the halls. Yeah, I know it's summer, but for crafters, 'tis the season to get started on those Christmassy projects. You can get an extra head start on our 'Tis the Season sale. We've got up to 70% off hundreds of Christmas crafting goodies. Shop with us the 26th of June till the 8th of July for a snowstorm of amazing seasonal offers. From stamps and dies to shimmering and snowy embellishments, this is our early Christmas gift to you. So many amazing offers you won't want to miss out on. Tune in to Crafters TV and shop the Crafters Companion website for our fabulous 'Tis the Season sale. Ah.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
I'm glad I was not the only one that was seeing the character from Madagascar in that how does it say, penguin? Panda. Definitely not a penguin. Robbie Hedrick on Facebook, he was thinking the same as well. Actually, also, Robbie, I know I kind of covered that one just before, but just saying, when do you use the chisel end of the classic markers? If you're doing a bigger area, if you're doing blending and shading, you can absolutely use it, no problem at all. But I get, for me personally, and I think a lot of people do, they get bigger or better control in blend and shade by using that bullet nib. But you can use the chisel nib. If not, it's there for just covering a larger area on your project. We've also got Gareth Dobbs on YouTube is saying, I can't cut for toffee. It's round and it's too sticky. Yeah, not going to help. Cutting round toffee. Gareth is also saying, in Japan, they actually hire people to hug pandas. Have you?
Yes, I've seen, and it is so... See, that's what I mean. You watch things like that and you think you can go do it. Could you imagine just approaching one and saying, give me a hug? But yeah, I've seen them doing it. They hug them. I've seen sort of the zookeeper people sort of doing their bits, and these cute baby pandas are just distracting them and running. Very cute.
Very cute. Do you know what a lot of people find very, very cute, and I just do not see the appeal of? Sloths.
Well, I thought they were very, very, very cute, but apparently moths, like, are in their fur.
Oh,
and
okay,
stuff.
all right. Oh, no, let's not go there then. Oh,
No.
Well, just a lot of people think they look cute.
No.
No, I've never
not
found
for me.
the appeal of them. We've got Betty Gosling on YouTube saying, I saw pandas in a zoo in Washington, D.C. So quite a few you said that you've seen pandas. Robbie's saying he absolutely loved that card that you just made there with the panda one, Michelle. Loves the blue and the black, and it's great for a mail card. It is actually, it's a really good idea. Can you imagine if you go in with your glossy highlights as well in selective areas?
Oh, yes.
That would be good.
Absolutely.
We've got Sab Cheek on YouTube saying, love, 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 makes me want to colour. I'm so bad at colouring, I want to learn. You won't be bad at colouring. You absolutely will not be bad at colouring. I think it's gone from school, isn't it? It's gone from school or that, we're just sometimes maybe it's kind of drilled into us that we can't colour or we're not good at colouring. It's just about practicing, I would say.
It is just a little bit of practice. What it actually is, it's getting them out and not being scared to get your pens out and then having a good place. It's like I said, just swatching your colours, swatching them on a piece of card, figuring out how they lay down and just having a look and a play. And then once you've done that, you're going to feel confident to go onto a stamp. And even if you muck it up, at least you know what you've done wrong then.
True.
And then you can carry on to go and
Very,
make it
very true.
perfect.
Marianne on YouTube is saying, December 1984 in Washington, D.C., we saw the famous new pandas from China, Ling Ling and Ping Ping, or something like that. They were so gorgeous and their fur looked amazingly soft. Something like that rings a bell in my mind.
I remember that happening.
Well, I wasn't born then, but later on in life.
All right. You've gone from being so lovely.
No, you guys are just taking what I've said as being disrespectful for you, and it's not what I meant at all.
No.
Not what I meant at all. But later on in my life, I remember I've seen documentaries and things like that, and that rings a bell.
Yeah.
It really does. Sandra Nadas on YouTube saying 1 A3 sheet of... Oh, my comments have just disappeared there. 1 A3 sheets of that double-sided card can make a really, really classy card. It absolutely can do. It's within that card bundle. Still some left. Check it out across on Shop the Day on our website, .co.uk.com or .eu. Right, let's have a look at our brand new pick of the day for today. Now, this is going to end just before Wake Up Call starts tomorrow or while stocks last. This is your pigment ink pads, Harmony pigment ink pads. You've got 11 within this bundle, £38 or $58. You've got a saving of £27.89 or $40.89. And the 11 of them consists of that gorgeous lagoon when it comes to that deep teal colour. You're also then going to be getting your Oasis. You're then also going to be getting your Misty Morning. You're then going to be getting your Baby Blue. You're then going to be getting the Seal Brown. You're also then going to be getting the Bordeaux. You're also going to get the Spa Blue. You're also going to be getting the Spring Meadow. You're then going to be getting the Twilight Grey. You're going to be getting the Pink Tulip. And you're also going to be getting that Damson wine as well. So you're going to get all 11 of these ones with a platinum price of £30.40 or $46.40. You are also going to be getting your double points that you get on all of our pick of the days as well. So you've got the double points on that price. Within the 11 of them, for me, I done a little bit of maths earlier on. I worked out that 7 of them come at £41.93 or $62.93. That's how much you would be for just 7 of them alone, but you're getting all 11 for £38.58, or of course with a platinum price of £30.40 or $46.40. Just to say, on that today's price, you are saving over 40%. This has been a pick of the day, a good one to take advantage of that £5 off. And that promo code at the checkout, put Summer, SUMMER, in that promo code. That's going to take a £5 off as well. It is going to be running all week, but it is one use per customer. So use it wisely. There is no minimum spend on that one. Just exclude the gift cards. So we're going to go back to where we started Wake Up Call today, and that's with our floral panel Create a Card die collection. I have no idea why I have difficulty with that one. It's so easy to say, but I do always struggle. And it is a two-piece. Now, it is a two-piece. However, within each of the sets, you're going to be getting 4 dies in total. Now, these are your create a card dies. So that means they're going to cut in and they're going to cut out, hence why that you've got your 4 dies within each die set. So the actual decorative panel die will cut into your cardstock. It's got embossed detail, so where you can, I would always recommend running it through with your embossing mat afterwards. You don't always have to do it, but it just enhances the embossed detail. Or of course, if you use the outer dies, it's going to release it from the card. Or you use the outer die on its own, that's creating a matte layer. But you've got 2 different images within the panel dies that complement each other, but you can do your doubles, your triptychs if you want, or you can start to mix and match if you want to as well. So you're going to get both of these ones here, £17.50 or $23. You are going to be saving over 10% on that one with a platinum price of £14 or $18.40. Really lovely ones for cards such as your DL cards, slimline cards, you know, maybe you want to go in with your 5x7 cards or just your smaller cards in general. Really, really nice. Really nice to get that classic set and start to do the colouring as well. So we started the show with these ones and I think we're going to just continue with these ones with Michelle and have a look at what we can do with them.
Absolutely. So I have picked the rose one. And what I love about these is you get those 2 panels in there. You get the one that's the more florally and then one that's more foliage. And again, you can mix and match these with the others in the collection. I do think we've only got those 2 left now. But if you do have these at home or you're planning on getting them, absolutely mix and match them. You don't just have to use the ones that are in each set just solely with each other. So I'm going to use that matte layer piece and then this piece because I'm going to cut it out. Obviously, if you just use the middle piece, you are just cutting it into whatever it is that you are making. So I'm going to take a couple of pieces of tape and line this up.
Do you know what I'm hoping? And can I just say for the record, I genuinely do not know if this is the case. Hand on heart, I do not know. I would love to see these in a Christmas range.
Yes.
I'm just thinking like that one, you imagine that with the holly and the berry, you know,
These
along
would
those
be,
lines.
yes, totally agree. An amazing Christmas range.
If they're not, that's an idea I'm going to put forward for next year.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It would look beautiful.
Yeah, they will. Oh, could you imagine some of the advent calendars that you could decorate up with these kinds of things?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so we're going to knock everything over on my desk. And obviously...
No water there, no?
No, no water. I used water yesterday. People watching was like horrified. They was like, Michelle, be careful. We're going to pop our rubber shim in. So obviously when you put the rubber shim in, you take your magnetic one out. So let's pop those on and run it back through. Yes, I did take the lid off of my water cup a couple of times yesterday, and everyone was like holding their breath. Especially Charlotte. She was like, oh my God, put the lid back on.
Yeah, put it on quick. You don't want any more spillage.
No more spillage.
Do we still use that video now, or is it?
They still use it.
Do they still use it? Yeah. I'm just trying. I know a few of ours have been updated, but.
They still, yeah, absolutely still use it. So if I turn that over, before I've even taken it out, because I've used that rubber embossing mat, you actually can see the emboss from behind. Just look at that. Before I even take it off. So you can see, there you go, look at that.
Look at that.
So that's just from adding the embossing mat. So don't forget, if you add your embossing mat, you take away your magnetic shim. So always add one, take one away. Let's just peel those off carefully. Take this off and then just the emboss, just by adding your shim. Look at that.
Look at
See that? How gorgeous, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to enhance that and we're going to colour that in. So I'm going to bring in some of my classics. So I've got a couple of the CRs. I'm not going to use those. I've used those on the piece that I've already coloured in. So I've already cut out the roses piece, but this is just the foliage. So we're going to use I've got my dark greens, so I've got DG 1, 2 and 3. So again, you don't have to be doing the full 3-shade blend. They just colour in beautifully, just as they are. If you just want to use one of the colours, because you're not quite ready to go into the full-on blending yet.
And that's a good thing, isn't it? You can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's absolutely no rule that says if you pick these up, you must be doing a 3, 4, 5 shade blend. Nothing at all.
Even a 2-shade works well, or as you showed with the Panda, just that one colour, but building it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think to start with, it's just about getting used to colouring with them and having a play. Which again is what it's all about. Have fun with these. As soon as you start to feel that pressure to do something, get it right first time, it becomes more of a chore rather than something enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not as fun, is it?
No, it's absolutely.
Defeats the purpose.
That's it. It does defeat the purpose, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, I remember back when I first started card making. Oh my God, I'm so glad I don't have pictures of some of the stuff that I created. But the thing is, it was the mindfulness for me, because I know I've spoken in the past about the postnatal depression. So it didn't matter to me that everything looked like a dog's dinner to start with. I got lost in the process of what I was doing and just really enjoyed myself.
And I get that, yeah. You know, is that escapism, isn't it?
It is.
It really is.
It is.
Whether it's obviously is what you'd gone through, whether it's, you know, physical pain, mental pain, whatever it is, it's that escapism just takes you away, completely away.
It absolutely does, and that's absolutely it, isn't it? Even if you don't suffer from your health, mental health or physical health, and you've had a stressful day, just to either pick a pen up or whatever it is craft-wise that you enjoy doing, you get lost in what you're doing. So your mind is focusing on what you're doing rather than what it is that you were...
Completely.
Yeah.
And it could be something exactly as you're doing just now, Michelle. It doesn't even have to be a stamped image. It could literally be a die that you just die cut out in white multi-purpose and just colour in the elements. Just colour them in.
Absolutely. So I've coloured all those in the DG1. Now I've got DG2, and I'm going to go over those veins in the leaves. And I'm not going to do anything other than that, just on those veins. And because I've, again, put that embossing mat through, they are really prominent. I can really, really see where they are.
Is that essentially, is that kind of giving you like an enhanced guide for you to follow with the darkness? It
does, yeah, absolutely. You've got that, that map there for you.
Even just the two together, look at that coming to life.
Just those two on their own are just absolutely beautiful. And even under these studio lights, again, because I've got that embossed rubber mat popped on there, these are really prominent, so I'm not struggling at all. Again, if I was at home, I would probably go over these a little slower. But even though I'm doing it quite quick, it still looks.
Sometimes I think quick can be just as effective as taking your time, because it gives you that more free-flowing kind of rustic feel to it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, absolutely. Right, so that's the second one. I could go in with the third one and add a little bit more depth if I wanted, or if you feel that you need to, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with number one, and I'm just going to go back over, because what it's going to do is it's going to blend that darker one out.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back over all of the leaf, especially if you feel those veins are maybe a little bit too harsh. By going back over with this, it blends it back out, just that little and really helps just with that. And then once all your alcohol has dissipated away, you have got a beautiful blend.
Do you know what this would be a good one for? Sorry, I'm going back to get the Panda. You could have the Panda in front of it. I know it's not like bamboo, but that foliage, as if they've been around the foliage or in the trees or the bushes or a way to be munching away.
Yeah, oh yeah, it would. Especially that dancing one.
Yeah, the dancing one, yeah.
Looks like he's reaching for it.
Dancing in the foliage. That doesn't have the same ringtone as Dancing in the Moonlight, does it? Dancing in the foliage. No,
not quite the same ring, but nearly.
Dancing in the Moonlight. I'm really going off course here. Just reminds me of Jamie Oliver, because he used to always use that song on his Naked Chef show years ago. Which for you guys stateside, I know you know who Jamie Oliver is, but it wasn't a show about a naked chef, just in case you want to know. It was just the title. It was just kind of like him in his kitchen. Just thought I would clarify that. So don't go Googling a naked chef show.
Yeah. If you Google that,
well,
it's not up to us.
No,
you know, not our fault what comes up.
There's a good point. There's a good point. Yeah, disclaimer. Disclaimer. Yeah.
Oh, back when he was good and hadn't ruined school dinners. Right, so because of the intricacy, we're going to go in with the dotty tape pen.
Just don't Google Gino D'Acampo. UK chef.
I like him. I think he's hilarious.
Me laugh. He makes me laugh. Whenever he's on this morning, he makes me laugh. He definitely plays on his Italian accent, that's for sure. Yeah. This morning being a morning daytime show in the UK. So as you can imagine, his Italian accent with some words, whereas they may think it's a naughty word. It's funny.
Oh, I've had some laughs, proper belly laughs, listening to some of the things that comes out of his mouth. It's hilarious. It's something I aspire to.
Yeah. It's that one about the carbonara that Holly had said years ago.
And
his
the
grandma
bike.
and the bike. Oh, if you can, yeah, do that. Go onto YouTube, Gino D'Acampo. It's funny, it really is funny.
He's
I'll maybe
hilarious,
actually
he
share
really
it.
is.
I'll maybe share it on my Insta story.
So I'm going to pop this one on here, which is the one that was already coloured in. So you can see that the one that I've already coloured in, I have used slightly different greens on there, but still ties in lovely. So let me trim the tops of these so they match, because that one overlaps and this one doesn't. There we go. So now they match. And then I'm just going to pop these on. One is going to go on foam, one isn't. Those alter in heights. Again, draw your eye to the card and
Foam
just
on a
has...
roll. Lovely colours. Lovely. Oh, this would be good for poppies as well.
Yes.
I know it's not a poppy dye, but
No, but the thing is, I suppose, depending on what colour you choose to use, it can make them look definitely like lots of different flowers. I say the same with our flower dyes, if you're using our foam.
Mm-hmm.
Just even if it says it's a rose dye, if you are going to shape those petals a little bit differently, it's not necessarily just having to be a rose dye.
I cannot believe where these 2 hours have gone. I know we say it a lot, but it's just flown in.
It's gone very quick, hasn't it?
Absolutely flown in. And I mean this respectfully. I think we're all excited, and that's because all of our stomachs are going. We're all starving. So we're like, yes, let's get food before masterclass. But that is, was that our summer pad, was it?
Yeah, colours of summer.
Colours.
Absolutely. And then I've just got my bow. I haven't got a sentiment for this one.
Okay.
I just thought, for this one, I have a bow and a butterfly, because sometimes...
I don't think you always need one. You know,
No.
I do say that. I don't think you always need
absolutely.
a sentiment. Oh, decisions.
I know. I always have a plan in my head, and then I come in here and it just totally changes.
Oh wow, look at that.
Stand that up. But colouring those in, they
beautiful.
Look just gorgeous, don't they?
Absolutely beautiful. Michelle, if you don't mind, if you could then line up your mix so we can do a demo of the show.
Absolutely.
And then we'll get the demo of the show started, and then I'll go over a couple of deals that you might want to get your hands on before we end the show with the result. So we've got, is that 2 beautiful ones that we've got?
I've got 3.
3. 3 beauties.
3.
Oh,
right,
look.
so number 1 right at the beginning of the show is those Concertina border dies. Number 2 is Kung Fu Panda. And number 3, oh, I'm going to get sued by someone now, aren't I? Is those panel dies.
There you go. 1, 2 or 3. You literally have a minute or so to get voting before we announce the result, before the end of the show. Now, before we do end the show, please, again, remember, up until all this week, you've got, actually up till Sunday, I believe, midnight Sunday, you can take advantage of a £5 off, £5, $5 or €5. It is running all week, but it's 1 use per customer, no minimum spend, and the only thing it excludes is our gift card. So shop wisely, because it doesn't have to be off a said item, it's off your basket, it's a £5 off your basket. So you might want to pop some of these additional items in, which are watercolour card. Now, we do need a watercolour card for any of our water-based technique or colouring. You've got a 3-piece, which is actually giving you 45 sheets in total, A4 in size, £9.98 or $13.98. You have got a saving of 30% on that one, or platinum price, £7.98 or $11.18 for your watercolour card. Now, take it, grab it, pop it in your basket, check it out, and run with this one here. 22 metre can't even say it, tape runner. Let's start that one again. 22 metre permanent tape pen runner, 4-pack, $11.97 or $20.97. You've got a saving of 25% there when it comes to your tape runner. $9.58 or $6, no, it's not $16.78. Do you know something? I've even come close to the screen, Michelle, and I still can't even read it. $16.78 for your tape runners. That's your American Platinum price. Then what about some of your heat-resistant acetate? This is a 3-pack here, 36 sheets in total. Now, it's working out as you're buying 2, you're going to get 1 free. $7.98 or $11.98. You've got a saving of over 30%. Platinum price for all of that is £6.38 or $9.58. So essentially, you could get that for £1.38 or $4.58 with that £5 off, but that is your heat-resistant acetate. And then your red liner tape. We've got a red liner tape here. This is your 3-pack. It is buy 2, get 1 free. $6.48 or $12.90. You've got a saving of 35%. But your platinum price comes down to £5.18 or $10.32 with your platinum. I'm so tired. I've had a busy week, a busy weekend. I'm so tired. I apologise. I'll be ready for masterclass once we've had some food. But there we are. Take advantage of all of these essentials as well that we've just shown you there across on the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. They are going to be there on Shop the Day for you to find very, very easily. Not only will you find what we've showcased within Wake Up Call. Remember, premise of Wake Up Call is all about giving you a head start as to what to expect throughout the day. Throughout the day, we have got our masterclass with Michelle. Now, we say box making, but so many of you on a Monday morning already went straight to the website, even before we were live, and sold out on a few items. So it's still going to be a box making masterclass with Michelle, and you're going to have a look at just a few different ways in which you can do things, Michelle, aren't you?
We are. We've got the Ultimate Pro on that show. Yes, we've got not as many, because like Craig just said, you've bought some, but yeah, lots of different boxes and techniques.
Brilliant, absolutely. Crafty Stacey Lou on YouTube. I'll read your comment out in masterclass because it's a lovely comment and I completely agree with you, so we'll do that in the next show there. But the result is in. Rachel is telling us that it goes to, not what I thought actually, it's beautiful, it goes to number 1.
Oh, this one. Oh, thank you.
I thought the Panda was going to pip it to the post.
I thought the Panda was just going to
pip it to the post.
Yeah.
There we go. absolutely love working with you, Michelle. We've still got another 2 shows to go. All of us here, we're going to be back. It's Rachel for the day. We've got Stacey T coming in. Stacey T? Who's Stacey? Oh my God. Do you know what? We're going to be back in an hour for a masterclass once we've had some food and I get my head sorted. Bye.